The secret sauces behind some of the world's most famous fast food restaurants. First up is Raising Cane sauce. Add tomato sauce, mayonnaise, Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, black pepper, and a generous amount of paprika. Now mix everything together until completely smooth, making sure every ingredient is fully combined, and that's literally it. Pour it into a glass just like the restaurant does and use it to dip some crispy chicken tenders. Next up is Taco Bell's fire sauce. To a bowl, add tomato paste, hot sauce, white vinegar, brown sugar, cumin, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and black pepper. Stir everything together until the sauce becomes smooth and spicy. And just like that, you have Taco Bell fire sauce. Lastly is In-N-Out sauce. This one is just mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, sweet relish, vinegar, caramelized onions, sugar, and salt. Mix it all together until creamy. Then add way too much of it to a burger or some animal-style fries. Let's make 1, 10, and 50-pound chips. For the 1-pound chips, start by peeling your potatoes and cutting them into even-sized chips. Give them a good wash until the water turns cloudy. Boil them in salted water for 10 minutes. Then fry them one last time at 175 Celsius until they're perfectly golden. Finish with a sprinkle of sea salt. For the 10-pound chips, we're taking things up a level. Grab some russet potatoes, cut them into chips, then soak them in ice-cold salted water for 30 minutes. Dry them really well. Coat them in cornstarch. Let the coating set. Then double fry them until they're insanely crispy. For the 50-pound, we're not even making normal chips anymore. Boil the potatoes until soft, mash them smooth, and a blend of seasonings. Then mix in cornstarch. Shape the mixture into chips. Fry them until crispy. Then finish with parmesan, parsley, and garlic mayo. They look fancy. They taste incredible. Greggs offered me £1 million and 30% of the company for these viral creamy chicken bakes, and I said no. But my fans get the secret recipe for free. Fry the garlic, then add the diced chicken. Season with salt, pepper, onion powder, and oregano. Then cook until the chicken changes color. Pour in the chicken stock, then stir in a cornflour slurry until the sauce thickens. Add the double cream and mix until smooth. Follow me because I'm leaking the secret recipes behind your favorite fast food meals. Let the filling cool completely. Spoon it onto puff pastry. Fold it over. Seal the edges with a fork. Cut a few slits on top and brush with beaten egg. Bake at 180 cc for 20-25 minutes until golden brown and crispy. You just made Greggs-style creamy chicken bakes for a fraction of the price. Save this recipe for later. Go downstairs and make this 1-minute mug cake. It's warm, gooey, loaded with chocolate, and you probably already have everything you need. Grab your favorite mug and crack in 1 whole egg. Add a splash of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of icing sugar. Then whisk until smooth. Next, stir in 1 plain or Greek yogurt, 1 teaspoon of chocolate spread, 1 teaspoon of butter, and 2 small handfuls of milk chocolate chips. Now add 3 tablespoons of flour and mix until the batter is smooth and lump-free. Smooth the top, then sprinkle over another 2 small handfuls of chocolate chips for an extra gooey finish. Microwave it for about 2 minutes until the cake has risen and is cooked through. That's it! A soft, rich, chocolatey mug cake made in minutes with ingredients you probably already have at home. The secret of movie theaters to prepare such delicious popcorn has been revealed. In a large pot over medium-low heat, add a splash of vegetable oil and 1 teaspoon of salt. Stir, then add 100 grams of popcorn kernels and mix until they're coated. Once the kernels start popping, cover the pot and let them finish. Transfer the popcorn to a large bowl and set it aside. In a skillet over medium-low heat, melt 1 cup 240 ml of sugar. Add 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter or margarine and stir until smooth. If you've made it this far, it's a sign you love this recipe. So share this video with someone who loves popcorn. Slowly pour in 200 ml of room temperature milk, stirring constantly until the caramel is smooth. Remove from the heat and let it cool for a minute. Pour the caramel over the popcorn and mix well until every piece is coated. And that's it! Your homemade movie theatre style caramel popcorn is ready to enjoy. I'll be in the comments replying to everyone who tells me where they're watching from.
The secret recipe of KFC tenders. Chicken breasts, 1 egg, pepper, paprika, salt. Mix everything together. Next step, flour. Coat every piece completely. Now here's the trick. Quick dip in water, then straight back into the flour again for that crispy coating. That double coating changes everything. Now fry them in hot oil over medium heat until perfectly golden and crispy all around. No rushing the oil. Look at that crunch. Serve them with any sauce you like. Homemade KFC-style tenders. The secret McDonald's nugget recipe. 1 chicken breast. Cut it into small pieces, then smash it with a kitchen mallet until it turns into a rough chicken paste texture. Now into a bowl. Salt, black pepper, garlic powder, paprika. Mix everything really well. Now lightly oil your hands and shape the chicken into nugget forms. In another bowl, flour, the same seasonings, and 1 spoon of cornstarch. Now coat every nugget, and here's the McDonald's trick. Freezer for 30 minutes. Slowly add cold water until you get a thick, smooth batter. Take the nuggets out of the freezer and dip each one into the batter. Now into hot oil over medium heat. Let them fry until perfectly golden and crispy all around. Look at that crunch. Here is the secret Burger King recipe. Start with some ground beef. Now smash it aggressively. Salt, black pepper, garlic powder, coriander, paprika. Let everything cook slowly until crispy around the edges. Now grab some burger buns and place the bottom buns onto a tray. For the sauce, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, paprika. Mix everything together really well. But honestly, you can use any sauce you want. Now, place the meat onto the buns. Add a little cheese, then cover everything with cheddar. Close the burgers with the top buns. Brush some butter on top, then into the oven for 5 minutes. Look at that cheese. Listen to that crunch. Here is...
Finally revealing the secret Nutella cake recipe everyone's been asking for. It's incredibly easy to make and only takes 5 minutes to prepare. Start by adding 200 grams of Nutella to a mixing bowl and mix until smooth. Then crack in 3 eggs, pour in a little sweetened condensed milk and a splash of vegetable oil. Then mix everything together until fully combined. Add the flour and gently fold it through until you have a smooth cake batter. Pour the mixture into a greased cake tin. Bake until risen and perfectly cooked through. Leave it to cool for a few minutes, then slice into it. The inside is unbelievably soft, rich and chocolatey. And that's the secret Nutella cake recipe everyone's been asking for.
British versus American breakfast. For the British breakfast, butter the pan and cook the sausages until golden. Add the tomato and hash browns, then the bacon. Drop in more butter, pour in the baked beans and crack in an egg. Fry a slice of bread in the leftover pan juices and finish with black pepper, brown sauce and ketchup. For the American breakfast, boil the potatoes with salt, then roast them with rosemary and oil until crispy and plate them first. Mix the pancake flour with buttermilk and an egg until smooth. Then gently fold in the blueberries. Cook the pancakes in butter until they're golden on both sides. Fry the thick cut bacon until perfectly crispy and full of flavor. Whisk the eggs, then cook them slowly with butter, stirring constantly until they're soft and creamy, before finishing with a sprinkle of chopped chives. Serve everything together and finish the pancakes with a generous drizzle of maple syrup for the perfect American breakfast. 2-minute chips versus 2-hour versus 2-day. For 2-minute chips, start by peeling a potato and slicing it into chunky chips and coat them generously with corn flour. Fry for just 2 minutes, then finish with a pinch of sea salt. 2-hour chips. Peel another potato and cut it into chip shapes. Drop them into a bowl of ice-cold water and leave them to soak for an hour. Make a quick chip sauce, mix it all together until smooth. Dry the chips well, then fry them at 135 Celsius for 5 minutes. Let them cool, then fry them again at 190 Celsius until they're beautifully golden and crispy. 2-day chips. Cut the potatoes and leave them soaking in ice water in the fridge overnight. The next day, simmer them in water with a splash of vinegar for around 6 minutes. While they chill, make a homemade ketchup with tomato paste, honey, vinegar, water, sugar, salt, onion powder and garlic powder. Mix until smooth. Fry the chips again at 200 cc for 4 minutes. Finish with sea salt, grated parmesan and fresh rosemary.
You only need 3 ingredients to make this perfect homemade bread. Start by adding 440 grams of bread flour. Add 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. Then pour in 330 milliliters of warm water. Mix everything together until there's no dry flour left. The dough should be sticky, soft and easy to stir. Cover the bowl with a tea towel and leave it to rise for 1 to 2 hours until it's doubled in size and full of air bubbles. Dust your work surface with flour. Tip out the dough, then fold it over itself a few times and shape it into a ball. Cover it again and let it rest for 15 minutes while your oven and Dutch oven heat to 230 cc. Place the dough onto baking paper, lower it into the hot pot and bake for 30 minutes with the lid on. Remove the lid and bake for another 10 minutes until beautifully golden. Leave it to cool for 15 minutes. Save this recipe for later.
Tasty baked cookie cake or speculoos cheesecake. For the speculoos cheesecake, blend the speculoos biscuits into fine crumbs, then mix with melted butter and press into a cake tin to make the base. In a large bowl, whip together cream cheese, heavy cream, speculoos spread and icing sugar until smooth and fluffy. Pour the filling over the base, melt more speculoos spread and spread it evenly across the top. Chill until fully set, then decorate with extra speculoos biscuits. For the tasty baked cookie cake, spread the cookie dough evenly into a cast iron pan, making sure it reaches every edge. Sprinkle the nuts over the top, then bake for 10 to 15 minutes until golden brown, crispy around the edges, and perfectly gooey in the middle. Let it cool for a minute, slice it up, and serve while it's still warm. 1 ingredient chocolate mousse, and it only takes 90 seconds to make. This chocolate mousse looks like something you'd get in a fancy restaurant, but all you need is a single bar of dark chocolate and a bit of water. Break the chocolate into pieces and place it in a bowl. Pour over some boiling water, then grab a mixer and whisk it for about 2 minutes. At first, it'll look completely wrong. Keep mixing. Then suddenly, it transforms into a thick, light, silky mousse. Pour it into small pots or glasses and pop it in the fridge for a few hours. That's it. No cream, no eggs, no gelatine, just chocolate doing all the work. I still can't believe you can get a mousse this smooth and airy from basically 1 ingredient. With one rotisserie chicken, you can make 10 to 12 nutritionally balanced meals. The skin can be peeled off and turned into chips. Most of the white meat is in the breasts. Pull chunks of meat off and use it in salads or chicken salad. Bonus tip: replace half the mayo with non-fat Greek yogurt and a pinch of salt. Lower calories, higher protein, and, in my opinion, better tasting. Most of the dark meat is on the legs and thighs, but don't forget the oysters on the back. Dark meat doesn't taste very good cold, but it reheats really well. Throw it into pasta, sandwiches, soups, or whatever you like. The remaining bones can be frozen and used later to make chicken stock with vegetable scraps and water. It's perfect for dishes like congee, chicken noodle soup, or chicken pot pie. Happy cooking! The secret recipe of Twix bars. Start with the biscuit base, almond flour, sugar, and melted plant-based butter. Mix everything together, then press it into a tray and chill. Now for the caramel. Melt the sugar into a dry caramel. Add hot plant-based cream and salted plant-based butter. Stir until smooth and silky. Now pour the caramel over the chilled base. Freeze it for at least 4 hours until completely firm. Cut it into classic Twix-sized bars. Dip each one into melted milk chocolate. Let the chocolate set until perfectly crisp. And there you have it. The secret recipe of KFC fried chicken. Start with a whole chicken. Now for the brine. Buttermilk, pickle juice, hot sauce, salt. Now add in all the chicken pieces. Let's make the coating. Flour, cornstarch, and basically every spice hiding in your kitchen cabinet. Then add 1 bouillon cube. Mix everything together. Now take the chicken out of the brine, into the flour, back into the wet mixture, then back into the flour again. Now into hot oil at 350 degrees. Let them fry for 8 to 12 minutes until perfectly golden and crispy all around. Look at that crunch here. If you've got 5 minutes, you can make this. Start by adding 2 generous spoonfuls of chocolate spread to a pan. Crack in 2 eggs, pour in some milk, and whisk everything together until smooth. Now add the flour, followed by half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then mix until you've got a smooth batter. Chop up a chocolate bar into small chunks. Fold most of it into the batter and sprinkle the rest over the top. Cover the pan and cook on low heat for about 15 minutes. Once it's cooked through, take it off the heat and serve. 2-minute versus 2-hour versus 2-day pasta chips. For the 2-minute version, grab some boiled pasta, olive oil, garlic powder, pepper, parmesan, and crushed red pepper. Into the air fryer for 2 minutes. Now for the 2-hour pasta chips. Boil your pasta. While that's cooking, make a quick mayo with fried eggs, olive oil, mustard, and lemon juice. Season the pasta with a pinch of salt and paprika. Into the air fryer until crispy. Serve with your homemade mayo. Now for the 2-day pasta chips. Boil your pasta, add olive oil, tomato puree, parmigiano, and paprika. Let the pasta sit overnight so it soaks up all that flavor. The next day, fry until golden and crispy. Let's make a bacon jam burger. First, choose the meat, short rib or ground beef. Short rib, great choice. Did you know honey never expires? First, tap the fire to cook the bacon until it's nice and crispy. Now send this video to a friend so they can bring us an onion, garlic, honey, brown sugar, and balsamic vinegar. Now double tap the onion to slice it. Perfect! Now shake your phone to add the onions into the bacon grease. Great! Now take the garlic, brown sugar, honey, and balsamic vinegar. And now hold down the comment button and pick any emoji to turn everything into a sweet and smoky bacon jam. Comment below what country you're watching from. We're almost done. Now toast the bun, spread the sauce and add the cheesy patty with the bacon jam. Tap the plus button to close the burger. Look how juicy and delicious it turned out. Done. Enjoy. Starbucks fired me after 27 years, so today I'm exposing one of their most addictive breakfast recipes. Start with thick slices of soft homemade bread and cut them into bite-sized pieces. Now, crack 2 eggs into a bowl. Add a splash of milk, a little vanilla extract, and whisk until everything is smooth. Dip each piece of bread into the mixture. Melt a generous amount of butter in a pan over medium heat. Once it's sizzling, place the soaked bread in the pan and let each side cook. While they're still hot, mix white sugar with brown sugar in a bowl and toss every piece until it's completely coated. The heat helps the sugar stick and creates an incredible sweet crunch. Now plate them up with a few fresh raspberries and a drizzle of maple syrup if you want to take them to the next level. Stop eating boring pancakes for breakfast. Try this delicious recipe instead. First, add your flour to a mixing bowl. Throw in 1 packet of vanilla sugar and 1 packet of yeast. Add a pinch of salt and give it a quick mix. Now crack in 2 eggs. Pour in a little milk. Add some melted butter. Mix everything together until you've got a smooth, lump-free batter. Lightly butter a pan. Pour in a layer of batter. Add a generous spoonful of Nutella right in the center. Not a Nutella fan? Swap it for jam or your favorite filling. Cover it with another layer of batter. Cook until golden, then carefully flip it over. Let the other side cook until it's beautifully puffed up. Look at that! Golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. Now slice one open and watch that warm Nutella flow. You're going to want these every weekend.